Good morning, everyone. Today is the big day. Today, for the first time in over a decade, I will have a new PC. And for the first time in like 15 plus years, I will be a PC gamer. The momentous occasion has arrived. The countdown begins as the PC is scheduled for delivery today. What we'll be doing on today's show is talking about my speedy education on PCs in the last 24 hours, as since I made my announcement on yesterday's show, tons of people have been contacting me to tell me all about PC information and specs and all kinds of stuff that I apparently need to know before this thing arrives. So prepare your butts to learn and discuss all about PCs. And then it's Street Fighter time while we wait for this thing to arrive. So, get ready for fun on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast. Well, I know that we're all excited, but it looks like Jasper Kitty is just as excited as all of us today for the arrival of the new PC. He is all over the setup. Jasper boy, what are you doing? Rubbing your head all over the microphone. Look at this. How y'all doing today? I hope you're doing well. Today is Monday, the 5th of August, 2024. I'm DSP. I'm still getting over my cold. So please forgive me yet again. Another day I might have to blow my nose, clear my throat, and it's going to sound disgusting as it slowly is getting better every day. And, man, let me tell you, the hype is real. The seethe is real. Because as you know, I have an insane group of obsessed detractors who just absolutely hate anything positive at all in my life, correct? And in this case, since I announced yesterday that I'm getting a new gaming PC arriving today as donated by a viewer, they can't handle it. Again, anything good happening to me is like the end of the world to them. So, of course, they've gone on a Dramapalooza trying to explain away, oh, the PC's not going to be any good. And Phil, obviously, he's a liar. You know, he's done all this. Phil's such a liar. He bought that Victrix joystick, and he bought this new webcam, and he bought this new PC. And it's like, number one, even if I did, isn't that a good thing because I'm using money towards my business? But I'm telling you right now, I haven't. This is all donated stuff. I'm being honest with you. And number two, what does that even mean? Oh, well, see, it means that Phil doesn't need any money. He doesn't need any contributions because he's rich. Wait a minute. I thought your argument was that every dollar that I make on stream, I waste on mobile games. So where did all the money come from to buy all this stuff, geniuses? Right? It's like, this is what I mean. Everything they say is bullshit, and they only spin it towards whatever their narrative is today. And once the narrative makes no sense and falls apart, it's a new narrative tomorrow. So where exactly is the phantom money appearing from and coming from? And where is it going? And how am I... Like, think about this. Supposedly, I've spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on mobile games, but now magically out of thin air, I have money for all of... What, did I win the lotto? You know, what are you talking about? But again, there's no logic behind anything that they say. They make it all up to be negative about me as much as they possibly can. And again, it's called seething. They're seething over any possibility of positivity around me, okay? It just makes no sense what they say or do. Now, in reality, I've just had a big stroke of luck. You know, this year, let's be honest. This year has been a very positive year, right? Successful launch of a throwback channel. Is it huge? No, but it's doing decently. People are enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. We got a weekly show on there that I stream that's great. Multiple playthroughs that are being restored that are awesome. It's working. It's a good channel, right? We've got massive improvements to my setup. that everyone is enjoying. Better quality videos, better quality, webcam, audio. I've improved everything this year. I have improved, right? And what's starting to happen is finally the opinion is turning against the detractors, who for so long had it their way, where all anyone heard about DSP was something toxic, negative, and a meme that was a negative thing. Well, now you've got people who are negative memesters and commentators who are actually looking at the real me and saying, oh shit, he's actually not that bad. Everyone's been full of shit all along. Like the Kino Casino guys, right? And they can't handle that. People cannot handle that who hate my guts. Because again, there's an entire cult of people who over the last 10 years have actually made it their existence on the internet to hate Phil. It means that you need to ruin my life, ruin my family's lives, harass us at every turn, try to do as much as you can to hurt not only me, but my business and everything else around me, make as much slander and bullshit up as possible, and keep propagating it as if it's fact when it's not. And they have actually created entire communities around discords and friendships and things just around shitting on me for no good reason. They are pathetic losers. They have no lives. That's why they do this. If they had positive lives, they would never need to be toxic individuals. Understand that? So, the fact that now good things are happening to me is like the worst possible scenario for them. They can't handle it. And they are exploding and seething. They're mass messaging me. They're mass messaging Kino Casino guys. They're mass messaging everybody. Ooh, ooh, ooh. They even, just yesterday, get this. On this podcast, I announced I'm going to be getting a PC donated by a viewer. They went and mass messaged the Kino Casino guys, why did you buy DSP a PC? They're like, what? The fuck are you talking about? We didn't buy him a PC. Were you crazy? Yeah, they are. Like, that's the best explanation. They're nuts. Like, what the fuck would they make that association? I haven't even appeared on their show yet, and you think they bought me a several $1,000 PC? They're so dumb. All right. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Today's the big day, and it is already scheduled for delivery today. All right. I have the delivery link here, or the tracking link, and what I need to do is just keep refreshing. As of now, it is out for delivery. It is officially out for delivery, but there is no estimated time frame of apparently when it's going to arrive yet. Okay. Cool. So yes, the PC literally just went out for delivery. Okay. And crap, I just closed the tracking by accident. So here's the thing. It's guaranteed to arrive today by 10 p.m. Now that's what Amazon says for every delivery, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, here's what happened last time with this joystick. We did a stream where this joystick was out for delivery, and we were so excited for it to arrive and for me to start playing Street Fighter with it. And I played an entire stream and it didn't show up. And then it finally got delivered between my streams, okay? So, just to be clear here, all right? It may not arrive during this stream. I want to make this abundantly clear. It may not arrive during this podcast. It may not arrive during the Street Fighter 6 gameplay that we're going to do to kill time. This may just be a regular Street Fighter stream, and there's nothing I can do about that, okay? We have to wait. Now, the thing is, I have to be paying attention because when this PC arrives, I have to sign for it. So, I will be frequently checking for updates to see, when it's going to arrive. And actually, even though I can't see the delivery status, because when you order something from Amazon now, it's so good. They actually have a GPS tracker on the delivery person, and they'll tell you, oh, it's 5 stops away. It's 3 stops away. So you know when it's going to arrive at your house. I can't see that with the tracking info because it's guest tracking info. But the person who actually got this for me is tracking it today and is going to send me the info. Like when it's like 2 stops away, they're going to contact me and tell me, hey, Phil, FYI, it's right about to be there. So get ready to sign for it. PC, you have to sign for. It's too valuable. Okay. So that means literally between every set in Street Fighter, I have to check. Seriously, between every single set of gameplay, I have to check to make sure that this thing isn't getting delivered, and I'm not going to be there to sign for it. I have to sign for it, okay? All right, so that's happening. It's coming today. Now, when it arrives, live unboxing to show you guys what it looks like, okay? Now, I have prepared for this thing, all right? Basically, what happened was, of course, when I announced yesterday I'm getting a new PC, everyone under the sun has contacted me with advice and all kinds of stuff, and this is what we're going to talk about on today's show, is what has happened in the last 24 hours, the flurry of information that I have received regarding this PC. First off, the PC is going to go right next to my entertainment center over there on the floor, okay? Excuse me. I looked into the PC. This PC actually has 2 feet it sits on, and it needs to have some airflow underneath. It actually has like a filter there to catch dust. And I'm like, well, if it needs that, I can't put it on you can't put this PC flat onto the floor of a carpeted floor. That'd be insane. I'd be a moron, right? So what I need to do is create a flat, stable surface for it to sit on. I don't have any wood or anything just sitting around. So in the meantime, I went across the hallway, and my wife had a chair mat, an office chair mat, in that office unused. We had bought it for her years ago. She only used it a few times, and then basically she became a console gamer and never really used it again. So we have a pretty much brand new chair mat. And I brought it in here and put it down right there where this PC is going to go. And I took the surge protector, the Ethernet switch that has all the Ethernet cords, you know, split there. I put all that on top of it, which honestly should have been like that to begin with, but I never set it up like that. I had all that shit sitting on the floor. So that now what'll happen is with this PC, it'll sit on these 2 feet and have a flat plastic surface under it. It'll create airflow, which is what you want. Now, eventually, all right, I might want to buy a stand, which you can get. I've seen them online. They're only like 20, 30 bucks. It's just a couple pieces of, you know, fiberboard wood or whatever, and they stack it. You know, it's a little stand you build, and you can put the PC on that. So I might eventually do that. We'll see. I want to see how it works with the setup there. If it doesn't seem like it's getting enough airflow, I'll probably buy like a stand or something to put it on so that it could sit right there next to my setup. But at least for now, it will have airflow, not sitting on a carpet. I mean, that would be a death knell for a new PC. You don't want it sitting on a carpet, right? So that's fine. And it must have been meant to be, because I pushed my file cabinet against the wall. I grabbed the mat, I scooted in. It fits perfectly between my file cabinet and the entertainment center. It's like it was designed to fit there. I was like, holy shit, I can't believe it fits like literally inch by inch. It fits perfectly. So maybe it was meant to be. Okay? There you go. So that's done. Now, I immediately get told, well, you are aware, just listen to this, right? You are aware that this PC is a gaming PC. It's going to use a lot of power. That's true. It has an 850 watt power supply. I would assume it'll run up to 850 watts, right? And they're like, well, you realize that in your office right now, you already have your one PC that's encoding and streaming, and you have your air conditioner. I was like, oh yeah. They're like, so now you're going to plug in a third PC into the same exact wall. What's going to happen to the fuse? I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, that's a good point. I might plug this sucker in, and I might immediately trip the circuit. It could happen, okay? So, first of all, FYI, yes, the PC will always be plugged into a surge protector. That's the same protector I've had over there for a decade, protecting all my consoles. I've never had a console burn out, so the surge protector must work well, okay? So, that's number one. But number two, what happens if this thing is just drawing so much power, I can't do it? What if it just keeps tripping the fuse in my office, right? So a couple of things. Number one, all right, throwing the breaker isn't the end of the world. I can reset it, but obviously I can't just keep doing that all day. So, number one, I'm not actually sure that the sockets on this side of the room are on the same exact circuit as the ones on this side of the room. Okay, this side of the room currently I have my 2 monitors, I have my PC, my printer, this laptop, my air conditioner. All that stuff is on the left-hand side of the room. Okay, Literally everything you're looking at, even the lighting here. This is all left-hand side of the room plugged in. Okay? On the right-hand side of the room, I have all of the consoles. So the TV, the PS5, the Xbox Series X, the Switch. I've unplugged everything else. So the PS5 isn't plugged in. The mini PC isn't plugged in anymore. So all that is over here on this side. All right? So basically, I don't know how it's going to work, but I'm hoping they're separate. If they're separate, we should be good. Like, on this side, it will literally only be the PC and maybe one console and the TV. It's fine, right? But, yeah, we need to figure this out. I hope that they're on separate breakers. I really do. I think I remember at one point a breaker going out and it only affected half the room. Like, I think what it is this side connects to the bedroom and this side connects to the office. Yeah, I think. I'm just guessing. I can't remember. All right? But I'm hoping. Now, worst case scenario. And I know this is going to sound really stupid, but I mean, what are you going to do? I have 2 incredibly long extension cords. When I moved in here 10 years ago, I didn't know what was going to reach where. So I bought 2 25-foot-long extension cords that are outdoor heavy-duty extension cords. All right? And if I need be, yes, I can actually run a fucking power line out of this office into another room in my house if I have to. Okay? I know how dumb that sounds, but if I have to do it, I have to do it. Okay? So hopefully not. But it's a backup. I'm pretty positive that at least one socket in the office across the hallway would not be on the same circuit as everything in here. So I'd have to test it, but fingers crossed, nothing happens, it all works, and I don't have to do that. Okay? I know, and these are the stuff you're like, you're not even thinking about that, right? Like, who would have thought about that, right? Heavy duty, you mean 12 gauge or 10 gauge? If they're 14 or 16, you'll fry the computer. I don't even know what that means. What does that even mean? I don't know. Okay. Okay. Continuing. So outside of that, what else is going on with this PC, right? Well, I've already been told you're going to have to register with NVIDIA and have an NVIDIA account, and you're going to have to upgrade the video card to the latest drivers right away, but you need an NVIDIA account to do that, and I'm like, I'll do it when the PC's here. I'm not going to start doing this ahead of time. You know, I'll just do it on the PC, okay? Also, be like, well, you could buy Street Fighter 6 ahead of time. That's true. I could buy Street Fighter 6 on Steam right now, but I'd prefer to wait, have the PC arrive, hook it up, see it works, and then buy Street Fighter 6, rather than buy it, and then what if the PC shows up and it's dead on arrival and I have to return it this week and get a replacement? Now I bought Street Fighter 6 for 60 plus bucks and I'm stuck with it and I can't return it. Well, I guess technically I could if I don't play it, but then I'm going to have to buy it again. You see what I mean? It's too messy. I was like, nah, I won't mess with that for now anyway. But I will buy it once it arrives or whatever, okay? All right. Now, other things. I mean, people just keep hitting me with nonstop stuff. I'm like, oh my goodness, like so many things I gotta consider with this PC now. Hold on, because don't worry, we're gonna talk about the processor in a second. Oh yeah, the lighting. So, FYI, when you guys see this PC case, you're gonna be like, holy crap. When you see this thing, it's just nuts. It looks so stylish and wild, and it's nothing that I would ever buy for myself. You would never see me with a PC like this ever, unless someone got it for me. I'm a minimalist dude. I don't care about having fucking bells and whistles on this shit. But basically, this PC is gonna have a custom program to make all the RGB lights look different color schemes and shit. And so we'll probably play around with that a little bit. And see how we want it to look. Like, I don't know if we want blue, red, green. Maybe I'll change it every once in a while. You can make it like icy white. so it looks like ice and stuff like that. You can make it rainbow color, and it just keeps going crazy rainbow. So that'll be interesting. Excuse me, I'm sick. Sorry about that. So we'll mess with that. But, you know, it'll be wild to kind of mess around with this thing today and play with it. A couple of things that are already coming to mind. Again, we're going to talk about the processor in a second because the processor is like a big deal. I don't know if this thing comes with a keyboard and mouse. And if it doesn't, I already have an existing keyboard and mouse that I've been using with the mini PC, but they're really crappy. They're 10 years old. They came with my PC that I have right now, the 10-year-old PC. I never used them, but they're not good. They're just cheap stuff. So, I mean, I could just use that for now just to get it set up. But the thing is, I don't even know if they'll reach over here. Want to experiment? I have no clue if this stuff would reach. Oh, no, that's it. Oh, no. Look. No. Nope. Does not reach. At all. It's short. That wire is short. The wire is quite short on the keyboard and mouse. I mean, I might have to look for USB extension cables, but I don't think I have any anymore. I'm pretty sure I used all the ones that I had. So, that's a concern. Because I don't know how that's going to work. I think at one point I did have USB extension cables, but one of them I'm using for the webcam for the longest time. So what I might have to do is swap my wireless keyboard from my PC for the wired keyboard that I'm using over there. And same thing, swap the wireless mouse that I have on my PC over there for the wired mouse that I have over there. That's right next to the PC, so the wire length wouldn't be an issue, and I'd have to use the wireless stuff over here. Then I could have that keyboard on my lap, and at least I could put, like, the mouse here as we move around and do stuff. So that might be what I have to do. Then again, I don't know if it comes with a mouse and keyboard. This PC, I have no idea if it comes with it or not. So I guess we'll find out when it arrives. I actually don't know what, like, you read it, and it's like, what's in the box? And it's like, PC. No shit. Thanks for that info. You know? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the PC comes with a PC in the box. Because, like, what else comes with it? A lot of PCs come with a keyboard and mouse. Some don't. So I don't know if this one even has it. Okay? I guess we'll find out. Okay. One thing I want to say, because the big concern that everyone has is this processor. And we're going to talk about it in a second. But there's one thing I want to say up front. All right? My trolls right now are basically activating a new campaign. Yes, I know that sounds disturbing because it is. They want people to actually believe that I have bought all of this equipment recently. That I bought this webcam, that I bought this Victrix joystick, that I bought this PC that's arriving. Why do they want you to think that? Because they want you to think that I'm rich and that I basically have been hoarding money for ages, all right? And that you don't need to support my content. Like, literally, that's what they're saying now. They're posting it all over. See, he has all this money all along. You don't need to support Darkside Phil. Don't support Darkside Phil, okay? I'm sad that I have to bring it up, but I hope that you would understand this is bullshit. My streams run as normal. Every stream, I look to raise 50 bucks in tips. If I get anything additional, like super chats, memberships, that's great. And this is how I operate my business, okay? No, I'm not rolling in dough magically and can afford all this stuff. It's literally all being donated to me. And I'm so appreciative of this. It's going to help the setup so much. Street Fighter 6, I'm going to be playing the absolute best version. All games coming forward, I'm going to be playing amazing graphical versions of these games with no input delay, right? It's going to be awesome. And I'm very excited for this, and I'm very grateful. But I hope this doesn't backfire, and now people are like, oh, see, now Phil has all this stuff, so screw him. He doesn't need any support. It's the opposite. This is my job. You know, this is literally all equipment showing up for my job for me to make better content for you. So I hope you will continue to please support. I don't want to bring this up constantly all day. I don't. But I feel like I have to because literally you have a bunch of assholes coming out and saying this. It's like, it's completely untrue. They just want to hurt me again. They're angry that I am having a streak of good fortune, right? So now, because they're angry about that, now they want to turn it into a negative for me. So let's get Phil's viewers to think that he's rich and rolling in dough so that they won't support his streams anymore, okay? So, yeah, do you want to know the truth? I'm nervous about that shit because there's some people who just believe anything, and that's sad. You know, we have regular viewers who come by, and all of a sudden I find out, oh, they talked to a detractor, now they hate me. I didn't even do anything. I'm just making the same content. I haven't changed. I'm the same dude, and now they hate me all of a sudden. I get nervous about this shit because, you know, I love you guys. I want to hang out with you. I want to keep making content. I don't want to get a new PC, and now for 2 weeks, I have 2 of the slowest weeks I've ever had on stream because people think I'm rich. I'm not. You know, please understand, this is definitely a gift from someone, a very generous gift, and I'm appreciative of it, but I hope that it doesn't backfire. You know what I mean? Like, yes, today, this is a cause for celebration. This is something that's going to massively improve my setup, and it's going to make my content much better moving forward. It's something we have talked about for the longest time, is having a gaming PC, and now it's finally coming to fruition. All that anticipation and hype is finally happening, right? I don't want this to now turn into, oh, now Phil can't pay his bills because of it, you know? As I've said, we easily could have done a fundraiser to do something like this ages ago, and I didn't do that. What is the reason of that? I told you, because I know that my fans are already very generous. My fans already support my stream so much that if I did a fundraiser to get a PC, they absolutely would support it. But then they'd be like, well, sorry, now I can't help you for the next month because I gave you everything I got so you could get your PC. So that's why I never did a fundraiser to do something like this. Someone now going out of their way and doing it out of the kindness of their own heart is very much appreciated. But now I'm nervous. And so I hope this doesn't come to fruition. I hope that people will still come by and hang out and support the streams. Because, yeah, it does make me very nervous. But with all the nasty shit that's said about me literally every single day, it makes me nervous and upset that morons might do toxic stuff towards me. Okay? Okay. Now let's move on. The big elephant in the room is the processor in this new PC. Because, ladies and gentlemen, the processor in the PC... Hold on. I had the information right in front of me. What did I do with it? Okay. So, the processor in this PC is an i7 Intel processor. And apparently, from what I'm understanding, is it a 14th generation CPU from Intel? I believe it's like one of the latest generations, correct? So apparently, now of course, I don't know anything about PC components or nothing, right? No, I'm a lay person at this point. I'm coming into it cold, not having touched PCs in like 20 years, right? I'm being told these all have issues. They're all unstable, and some people are saying they're downright defective. That for some reason, they draw too much power, and when they do, they tend to overheat. And so people have bought these in the last year and are reporting that over the course of the last year, they're malfunctioning, they're melting, they're having tons of issues. With this PC, I get a 2-year warranty. So as long as I keep, and I will, I'll keep the box. I don't know where I'm going to put it because it's going to be a giant box, I'm sure. Maybe I'll have to put it in my garage somewhere. But I'll keep the box, and I'll hold on to all the documentation it arrives with, all right? The fan who donated it says they have all the order information saved, all right? So if anything goes wrong within the first 2 years, we can contact Intel and we can get a warranty replacement or whatever for the faulty chip, if that's the case, if that's what happens, okay? In the meantime, people are telling me eventually there's some things that I can do if I start to see issues. Like, I guess what you can do is you can go into the BIOS of the motherboard, which is different depending on what motherboard you have, and I don't even know what motherboard this thing has. So you have to go into the BIOS of the motherboard, and you could downclock it so that it doesn't overheat. Like, you're talking to me. I understand exactly what you're saying. I just have no idea how I would do it. Like, I know what that means. I used to build PCs, so I totally get it. You want me to slow the speed down of the processor so it doesn't overheat, but I don't know how you do that. I haven't messed with a PC in like 20 years. You know what I mean? David Rivera says, a BIOS update was released to address the motherboard voltage issues with 13th and 14th gen processors. So, maybe it's as simple as I find a way to update the motherboard. How do you do that? I guess it depends on the motherboard. Like, what motherboard this thing has will determine how I update it and how I fix this problem. Okay? So, yeah. We'll see. I know I smacked my mic by accident. I slapped it around. I was very excited. But anyway. Yeah, I guess we'll see what happens. I don't predict this would even happen immediately regardless. You know what I mean? Like, something like that, 6 months down the line, if I have this PC and, you know, it's like early next year and we notice all of a sudden the performance is dipping, or like, what's going on? And then I use a program to monitor the temperatures. I say, oh my God, one of the cores on my processor is like monstrously overheating. Then we know what's going on and then we could deal with it, right? But I guess we'll see what happens with this thing, you know, at first. But I don't think this is going to be a big deal. This is something that can be handled over time, something that can be tackled in a future date if we need to. I don't even know how I would tackle it now, but I don't even know what motherboard this thing has. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. Like, everyone always kind of like just freaks out right away about this kind of stuff. And I don't think it's that big of a deal. It may be a deal at some point, but, you know, though, I mean, out of the box, what I want to do, obviously I want to install Steam and update it. I want to install the latest drivers for my graphics card, update that. But outside of that, I think we'll be good, right? I got to plug in the capture device, but that has nothing to do with that. It's not going to recognize it. This is video out. The PC will be doing video out, not video in. Like, the only thing I could think of, the joystick, but that worked instantly with the mini PC. All I did was plug it in via USB, and Steam detected it as an input device, and that was that. I didn't have to do anything else. So I don't think this is going to need any significant amount of driver. I mean, it'll do a Windows update, I'm sure, as soon as I plug it in, but it ain't going to be a big deal. You know what I mean? It's going to be pretty easy, I think, to set up once I just get through the initial stuff. So FYI, with the initial setup stuff, I'll try to do it, but I'm going to turn off the video. Obviously, I don't want you guys seeing me set up Windows initially, Steam initially. I don't want you to see my logins and shit. I have to set up the new Capcom ID for PC, I think. Because I think what happens is you'll buy Street Fighter 6 on there, and then I think you have to go in there with your Capcom ID, which I have. I have one. But now it's going to have to be the PC Capcom ID, and I don't even know how that's going to work. I got to figure that out. So it's going to be some fun with me unboxing it, hooking it up, but I can't show you everything, obviously. I can't have logins and things exposed. So a lot of the time, I'm just going to have the video off while I do it. And like I said, I think, unless this thing comes with the keyboard and mouse with long cables, I might do a swap. Like, I might swap the wireless keyboard and mouse from over there with this, and then I could do wirelessly from right here. I could be doing it, and you could see what's going on screen, you see? So I think that's how I'll do it. Well, again, we don't know when it's going to arrive. It's out for delivery right now. It doesn't mean that it's going to arrive during today's stream. That freaking Victrix stick was out for delivery all day and didn't come until in between my streams that day. So we very well might not see this PC on this first stream, and that's okay. I hope we do. That'll be awesome if it does show up. But we'll see. Now, another thing. Some people are already giving me crap. You're like, oh, you see, you have a TV, and that's going to be awful for this gaming PC. All right? My TV is a Sony that I bought not even 2 years ago. I paid top dollar for it because I knew I wanted something that was going to be future-proof. So this TV does full 4K. It does 120 hertz. Okay, now, it's not a 60 hertz TV. It's 120 hertz TV, and it has the game mode that reduces input delay and lag. Okay, when I'm playing Street Fighter 6 on this with the input delay, mode on or whatever with PlayStation 5, and I push the button, it almost instantaneously reacts. I'm assuming it's going to be even better on the PC because the PC has even less input delay. This TV is definitely made for gaming. Is it a top-of-the-line gaming monitor? No. But to get a top-of-the-line gaming monitor of this size would probably cost me at least half the cost of this PC. I don't have $1,000 to drop on a giant monitor, okay? And I'm not going to sit in front of my PC setup now to play. Oh, I got a gaming PC. Time to downgrade to a 20-inch monitor now so I get better response time. I'm not going to do that. I like my setup as it is. We're going to stay here, and I'm going to continue to play it like this, okay? So, oh, my nose. So, we will see how things go. All right, we will. I'll need to put it in PC mode. There is no PC mode on this TV. There's game mode. That's what it has, game mode. Meant for best response time possible. That's the mode you put this TV in. There is no PC mode. This is the same. This is what I've been using for Stardew Valley and all of that. Anyway, so, yeah, maybe eventually down the line, if this PC works out well and we all love it, and it's like, man, maybe I will get a better monitor or whatever, but I can't imagine buying a monitor this size for what, 144 hertz? I mean, this is 120. Don't you think that's good enough? What, do I really need 144 hertz? Really? I don't know if I need that. I'm not exactly thinking I'm that crazy, right? But I think for now I'm good, okay? Okay, what else? I'm trying to cover all the bases before we move on to other topics, because this is just the big talk of the town right now, okay? It is, everyone, and I get it. I'm excited, as much as you guys, obviously. This is going to be great. Someone just asked, I think it was Romy Rowe, says, are you now going to play games on mouse and keyboard? First of all, the vast majority of video games today are not meant to be played on mouse and keyboard. For the record, can you imagine trying to fucking play Elden Ring on mouse and keyboard? The only games that really benefit from mouse and keyboard, there's two genres, FPS games and RTS games, because those games were core developed for PC and to this day play better on PC, right? I think we'll all agree there. Even me as a console gamer, I agree, okay? Now, I don't play RTS games. I have no plans on playing RTS games. FPS games like Call of Duty, I do play. Would I benefit from playing on mouse and keyboard? Yes, 100%. You could turn better, you could aim better, you could do things faster. But I don't have a setup for that. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, this here isn't good for mouse and keyboard for me to play on a gaming PC. Maybe if I retooled my office to have this more in front of me, like here, and then I could play like this, so I'd be looking more this way than this way, then maybe it could work. I'm not saying it's a absolutely no, there's no way I could do mouse and keyboard. I don't want to say that. I'm just saying, at this point, it's not really a consideration. I'd much rather worry on just getting this thing working for things like Street Fighter 6, new games coming out that I already was going to play on pad, so it's fine. Black Myth Wukong, Star Wars Outlaws, the Black Ops 4, or Black Ops 6 beta, excuse me, all of that, I'm likely going to be doing, Gamepad anyway. I don't care that, it's going to be on Gamepad instead of mouse and keyboard. Not a big deal, okay? So, FYI, for now, I'm staying on Gamepad. It may, in the future, be swapped to mouse and keyboard. If I rearrange, the way I'm seeing it, I would take this, because this is my laptop desk. That's what I'm talking about right here. So you guys understand my setup a little bit. This microphone is on a tripod stand that goes over my laptop right here on this laptop desk that I've had for 10 years. And the laptop desk basically has a bunch of things. Like it has my phone, has some cleaning cloths on it to wipe stuff down when I need to, has the wireless mouse that controls my PC over here for capture and streaming. I got my drinks on it. I've got the Focusrite device for this microphone. What do they call it? I forget what they call that thing. Decoder or whatever. So they got that. All this stuff is on top of it. All right. I could probably move this to the right a little bit, rearrange, like the camera can kind of stay where it is, but move this to the right and then have it more in front of me. So now when I do the show, this stuff would kind of be here. And so, I mean, I would still look at you the same way, but when I play games, this stuff would be here, and actually the laptop would be like maybe right here. So I'd just be looking from laptop to game, rather than laptop like this, which is what I do now. I could rearrange it. I could. We'd have to try to figure it out. But also we'd have to see if it's comfortable. And I'm a little nervous because the way that this is set up, you know, this chair and everything, I don't know how comfortable that would be. You know, you got to be in a situation, if you're going to use mouse and keyboard, it's got to be ergonomic. You don't want to be reaching because then you'll hurt your arms and everything. You know what I mean? Right now, I mean, take a look. Here's me playing a game right now with Gamepad. Insanely relaxed. Sitting back, ergonomic. Gamepad on my lap, perfect. Same thing with my Victrix joystick. So if I can simulate that with mouse and keyboard, great. But I'm not sure I would be able to, right? Again, what games realistically do I play where mouse and keyboard are going to be optimal? Just FPS games. And how many of those do I play? Call of Duty. That's pretty much it, right? Like, I'm not crazy for other FPS games. You know what's sad? Marvel Rivals, if it was an FPS, would be perfect, but it's not. It's a third person because they made it third person instead. So actually, that one probably would not benefit at all from it. It's like, oh, right? So there you go. All right. So PC's arriving today. Just don't know when. It's out for delivery. I'm going to get updates, supposedly, from the person who got it for me once it's close by, because I need to sign for this thing. When it does arrive, I'll be unboxing it live. I'll be showing it off. I'll be hooking it up. We'll be setting it up, testing it out. First things first, definitely Street Fighter 6. Getting that up and running on it. I don't know what settings we're going to have to enable or whatever. And then testing it out. And again, all my characters are going to be reset. So getting the characters back to master, right? Outside of that, what are we doing in the meantime? We're playing Street Fighter 6. So what are we going to do? I don't know. We can do some Zangief maybe. You know, just messing around with Street Fighter 6 today. Nothing serious because my rankings are going to reset anyway. You know what I mean? Like, no matter what I do today on PS5, it literally doesn't matter because those rankings are going to reset when I play on PC. So even if I lose all my points, who gives a shit? It won't even matter. It's completely fruitless gameplay. It's just kind of a little bit of extra practice, right? So that's all we're going to do is hang out and play some Street Fighter and wait for the PC to arrive and go from there. Okay? Now, I certainly have plans that this week we should explore things on the PC. All the games that I already own, maybe quickly get a few other games and test them out and see how they run on there. Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. My stupid cold, man. I told you, my cold still lingering. Still got the gunk and the symptoms. It's going to go away. It sucks, but it's a lingering cold. Ugh. So we'll see. You know, yeah, people are saying maybe Zangief today. Yeah, probably some Zangief today. Zangief gameplay as we kill time or whatever. It should be fun. I hope you guys will hang out. The thing is, I literally don't know when the PC's arriving. Between every set, I'm going to have to check and see what it says. Is the PC arriving? Is the PC arriving? You know, I have to keep checking between every set of Street Fighter gameplay. And so I will. You know, I'll be on top of it today. But it could arrive at any moment. Or it might not arrive at all on this stream. It might arrive between streams. It might arrive on my late stream. It's arriving today. I just don't know exactly when. Okay? Okay. All right. That covers everything. So, schedule-wise, today, you know what's going down. Playing Street Fighter 6 till the PC arrives, then setting it up, getting it working, and then Street Fighter 6 once it's working. Tomorrow, I'd like to do a major stream of Street Fighter 6 on it. Probably taking one or two of my characters now who are reset, hopefully up to master. Tomorrow night, Tuesday night, there's no late stream. Tomorrow night, I'm going to appear on the Kino Casino show over on Kick. And I hope there's no technical difficulties or whatever, because I've never done this way before. It's going to be weird, but we'll see. We'll try. Hopefully it works. And hopefully it's a good time. We'll see. All right? And I'm going to say this. I'm going to say it again. A lot of people now have contacted me to say, aren't you aware that the guys at Kino Casino have essentially massively insulted you and your wife and other stuff. First of all, yes, I'm well aware of that. Okay, I'm well aware of it. Just like anyone else who's considered a lolcow, I've been the target of the ire of internet commentators like them. Okay? Now, they have actually come out and apologized publicly. You didn't know? They already did. They came out and they said, we're sorry because, you know, we didn't know Phil. We do this to everyone. And now that we've actually talked with Phil, you know, we like him. We want him on the show. And, you know, we're hoping that it clicks and it goes well. And if it goes well, we'll see what the future holds. But you never know. Maybe I'll be on the show and it won't work. And everyone's like, yeah, well, at least we gave it a try. Or maybe we'll go on the show. It'll be the best thing ever. And we'll want to collaborate further in the future. Right? So let's give it a chance and play it by ear. But they already apologized. They came out and said, yeah, we didn't mean it. In fact, like, for example, I forget, does he go by Triple P? I know that Andy goes by Andy. But I don't know, I don't know if he goes by Triple P or whatever. So if someone please tell me what he goes by on the show, because I'm not sure. But basically he was like, yeah, to be honest, we don't even know Phil. Like, the meme that he referenced about my wife was literally a detractor meme. He didn't even know what it meant because he's like, I never seen his wife. I never saw anything about his wife. So it's Triple P. That's what he's called, Triple P. Because I don't call him PPP. I call him Triple P. Okay. But no, like, listen, I get it. They follow the memes just like everyone else. Here's the funny part about saying this. Okay? If I literally refuse to talk to or be civil with anyone who has insulted me on the internet who I don't know, I literally would have zero interactions with anyone on the internet. I don't think there's a single person who has not taken a stab at me at this point, who's a public figure on the internet. I think they all have at some point because I'm such a well-known meme on the internet that every person has insulted me in some way. So I'd be pretty close-minded to say, well, guys, you know, I refuse to work with anyone at all. In this case, they've extended the olive branch, okay? They have. And they have publicly apologized for the stuff that they said. And they've admitted, they said this is not going to be some stupid trap show where they're trying to get me on there and then all of a sudden it becomes an interview with gotcha questions and special guests popping in to cause drama. Nothing. It's like nothing like that at all. It's their normal show. I'm just going to be on it for a couple of hours to be a part of the show and we'll see how it goes. Okay? So that's tomorrow night at the same time that I normally would have done my late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. I'm going to get set up. I'm going to go over there, try to join them, and go from there. Okay? And we'll see how it goes. Okay? Wednesday, obviously, I'm going to talk all about that appearance on my podcast. And then Wednesday's daytime stream, I want to leave open for us to experiment with stuff on the PC. I think that would be pretty neat. That Wednesday is just a completely open day where we just go on Steam and we mess around with games. And we download a few games, test them on the PC, see how they run. Maybe get a flavor for a few games I've never played before. Maybe play some games I own and see how awesome they look on a top-of-the-line gaming PC, right? Just kind of a mess-around PC day with the new PC on Wednesday, all right? And then Wednesday night will be Stardew Valley, the first time I'm playing the game on the new PC. And then Thursday, yes, I am here on Thursday to stream, FYI. The day stream will be Nintendo World Championships, where we'll jump back into the weekly stuff and see how I did on last week's World Championship run and do the new one. And then Thursday night will be Thursday night fights. Because this week, Friday is my day off. Okay? So Friday night is now happening on Thursday night fights. All right? Cool? So let's recap the week. Today, we're playing Street Fighter while we wait for the PC to arrive. When it arrives, we drop everything. But in the meantime, it's all about just Street Fighter and chilling, having a good time. And then when the PC arrives, unbox, set up, and play Street Fighter on the new PC. Tomorrow, a major stream of hopefully lag-free Street Fighter on the new PC, bringing my characters back to Master, who are now going to be deranked. And then tomorrow night on the late stream, there is none, because I'm on Kino Casino. Wednesday is the PC experimentation stream, where we test various games on the new PC. Wednesday night, Stardew Valley. Thursday, Nintendo World Championships. And Thursday night fights, Street Fighter, and that's the week. Fair enough? Okay, I hope that makes sense. I know it's confusing. I know, it's a weird week for sure with this new PC arriving today. Okay, to be quite honest, that's all I've got for today. I think that's all I can handle for today. Quite honestly, I don't think I have much else I could handle today. So, let's get to shoutouts, shall we? We start with Pausen, who is a member for 30 months and says, PC Hype. Thank you, Pausen, for 30 months of support. Then we have Swagonito, who is a member for 37 months and says, PC Hype. Thank you very much, Swagonito. Yes, PC Hype indeed. The Roman Victor is a member for 8 months, and he says, he doesn't say that. He says, better podcast than Joe Rogan. Well, there you go. Maybe, perhaps, me collaborating with the Kino Casino guys will be a better podcast than anything Joe Rogan has ever put out. At the very least, hopefully it's better than the worst podcast he's ever put out. You ever think of it that way? Even if you suck, as long as you're better than the worst that someone's put out, you're still better. Way to think about things, right? Okay. So thank you for that. On the tip side of things, we have no super chats today yet. On the tip side of things, we start off today with a $5 tip. All right. There's a message here, but thank you, Enemy Warlock, for a $5 tip. I appreciate that. Sometimes people send me big messages and I skim through them and I'm like, well, do I want to read that or not? Thank you, Enemy Warlock, for the first tip of the day, a $5 tip. I appreciate that. Where the hell is my leaderboard? Where's my leaderboard? Good mouse. This mouse, I'm definitely not using this mouse with the new PC. This thing is really starting to piss me off. It's not working well at all. So I'm going to eventually have to get a new one. Okay. All right. I just received a $1 tip. Really? I received a $1 tip from Mateo. He says, I love the DSP react you made on that Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom video. That guy always uses clickbait on any Marvel video, and he acts like he knows what's going on. The fact that he makes money on guessing is crazy. It's, to me, all right, if you're going to say, okay, here's my opinion on something. Here's how I think maybe this could happen, right? That's one thing. That guy literally titles his video, this is how Robert Downey Jr. is going to be Dr. Doom. No, it's not. You know nothing. You don't work for Marvel. You're not writing the script. You're a jackass for lying because then people think you know something. They think you have insider info and they click your video and then they find out you're just an asshole, right? I've seen countless videos that say, here's how he might be Dr. Doom. Here's how Tony Stark could be Dr. Doom. That's completely different. But I just don't like the clickbait. So I'm just honest about it. That's my feelings. Okay, thank you for the $1 tip. I received an incredibly generous $50 tip this morning from D-Man. He says, your detractors lost all accountability. They've been peddling for years. At this point, you spend all of your tip money on mobile games, extravagant dinners. Now they're saying you somehow bought an expensive car, but they can't explain how you'd be able to pay bills if you're insanely blowing out all of your money. Obviously, it's clear they won't stop until you're homeless. That's their sick goal. Congrats on the new PC, and allow me to reach your goal for your first stream. Thank you to D-Man for a $50 tip. I appreciate that very, very much. Yeah, you tell me, because again, their narrative only works to a certain extent because I won't entertain it, correct? So now I've just stayed silent and said, whatever, you say whatever you want for years. Now the narrative doesn't seem to work anymore if everything they're saying is true. So it's like either they're wrong or they're wrong. There's no situation where they can actually be right. Right? There's no way that with the money that I make on my streams that I could be buying a car, buying a PC, buying a webcam, buying a Victrix joystick, and then spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on mobile games. It can't happen. So the narrative is flawed. It never was true. It's shit that they've been fabricating for years on their own bullshit. They circle jerk themselves so hard in their circles of bullshit that they just believe the bullshit. They forget that this could be true, but it's circumstantial. This could be true, or it could be completely fabricated, but we have no evidence either way, so we'll just assume it's true. They forget that because they just want to believe. If you want to believe something, it doesn't matter how much you are presented evidence to the contrary, you'll still believe it. You understand? So there's no point. So I just sat here and said, I'm just going to be quiet and do my own thing and let them destroy themselves. And now they're getting to the point, they've pretty much done it, right? Like, they don't have an argument anymore. How could you say all this stuff is true? It doesn't even make any fucking sense. Make it make sense. Did I win the lotto? Do you have evidence I won the fucking lotto? That'll be the next thing. We found evidence Phil won the lotto. Sure. Go find that too. Go for it. And then they'll believe it, right? They're so stupid. Okay. So thank you, D-Man. With that, let's go to glasses time. I mean, that's true. If I was wealthy, why would I be streaming 6 days a week full time exactly? Right? Honestly, you know? Okay. I'll shoot another $1 tip. What would you do if the PC comes in with keyloggers? It's a brand new boxed PC straight from the manufacturer, right? Or from, you know, the company that makes these pre-builts or whatever. This is not, oh, Rich from Review Tech USA mailed me a PC that's used. It's inbox new. What are you talking about? If it has keyloggers in it, I'll sue the manufacturer of the PC and I'll be fucking rich. I'll make millions of dollars. There's your answer. I'll be filthy rich. Then I'll be able to get new cars, as many new PCs as I want, 100 Victrix joysticks, 17 new webcams, so I can have a surround system of webcams. It'll be amazing. All on the dime of the PC manufacturer who put keyloggers in my new PC. There you go. It'll be absolutely amazing. Okay. Let's continue. Mateo the God did a super chat and says, have you seen Deadpool and Wolverine? It's good. No. Everyone says it's good. Everyone says it's amazing. I've not seen it. I'm not going to see it because I don't go to the movies. But, you know, eventually on demand, I would love to see it at some point. I don't know how I would. Because all those Marvel movies are under, what, Disney Plus now? I don't have Disney Plus, nor do I have plans of getting it back. So, I don't know. Okay, what's up, Game Boy? How are you today? Baba Bo did a super chat and says, what do you think of the word dent? The word dent? There's nothing wrong with the word dent. It means what? To have an impact or something? I have dents in my car right now. You know? Fine. Now, if you use it in a very negative way against a human, that's messed up. Like my detractors use it all the time. In awful, awful ways. And people don't even realize what it means. Do you want to know how they use it? They use it as a phrase that says, essentially, you were dropped on your head as a kid, so you have a dent in your head. So basically, you're slow and have mental incapacitation because you were dropped on your head. And the insinuation that my detractors make is that if you watch and really enjoy Phil's content, you must be slow, right? If you were to actually go to Phil's content and like it so much that you would want to contribute to keep it going, oh, you must be mentally incapacitated. So they call them, you're a dent, okay? That's insanely offensive. Insanely offensive to say something like that, especially in the modern day. You know, you can't be joking like that anymore. It's not even a joke. It's a outright insult. All right. So no, I don't support it. I think it's messed up. And listen, I know that probably other people use the term as well. Maybe even people in this community. I don't use it. You know that. I don't use it at all. I'm not going to call people that or insult them. You've never heard me insult someone and say that, right? I'm not going to. I think that's really low. It's messed up. I can't stop other people from saying it, you know? But what I know what's happened is people have been flipping stuff on its head. Like, people are now saying exactly. The detractors are now the detractors. And I'm like, you know, it's kind of like, it's karma. They've been using the offensive term for so long. Now people are turning the offensive term against them, and it fits better than how they were using it. It literally fits better because it sounds like the word that they were called to begin with. So it's like, that's your fault. You used the word, and now it's being turned towards you, and now you look like jackasses. Now you got to live with it. You know, I'm not going to use the term because I do find it offensive. Okay? It's that simple. Okay. And then Mateo did another super chat. Hold on, because it disappeared. Hold on. Mateo did another super chat. He says, I will be super chat king this stream. Oh, Mateo wants to stay on top of the leaderboard. So I'm going to put Mateo on the leaderboard right now. It's Mateo the God. Yes. So Mateo is currently the latest super chatter. I guess what he's doing, he's challenging people, saying he's going to stay on top of the leaderboard. Remember, whoever the latest super chatter is gets on the leaderboard. So there you go. Okay. I have received a generous $30 tip from Troublesome Zaza. So let's see what this person says. It says, King DSP, I actually used to be a hater, and it was all based on Detractor shit. Hold on. Play his animation. I was wrong and I want to apologize. Kino Casino were right. I want to pay my apologies tax to thee. Yours respectfully. Yes, again, these guys have running memes about me. One of them is that I am a true king. And I know it's all joking. It's not meant to be serious, but it's funny. You know, what's his name? Triple P says that I have an army of eunuch spies. Like a Game of Thrones. I have an army of eunuch spies that report to me daily on the occurrences of the internet. He's right, actually. I do have an army of eunuch spies. I just don't talk about it because then it blows their cover. I can't be talking about that shit publicly. You know, you got to keep that under wraps. Anyway, I'm sure I'll talk more about that on the show tomorrow night when I'm on their show. Okay, I'm sure they want to talk all about my army of eunuch spies. Okay, I received a $1.20 tip. Jade, you're asking if I can play old Geef? Now, I don't know what you mean. If you mean the skin for old Zangief, I don't have it on PlayStation, and I'm not going to buy it now because it looks like I'm going to be moving to PC, so I'm not going to buy it today, no. You know, maybe when I get to the PC version, maybe I'll get... I don't know what versions are even available anymore. Keep in mind, guys, not only do I have to buy Street Fighter 6 on PC, I have to buy the Season Pass again. Yeah, so this is going to be expensive. It's going to be like whatever the base cost of Street Fighter 6 is, then I got to get the expansion passes too, which is going to suck. It's going to cost a lot of money. I'm actually curious how much it's going to cost overall. Because obviously I want to play with Bison and Terry and Mai and who's the other character coming out? Oh, Elena. So I'm going to have to buy Street Fighter 6 and then this expansion pass on top of it. So yeah, I'm going to have to drop a lot of money today. Buying this game for the third time. Seriously, the third time I have to get it. Get the Ultimate Edition and then Season 2. Is that the best is that the best way to do it? The other bummer, I don't have any of the music. We have to get the music again. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. I have to get the music again. Wow, Capcom really got a lot of money out of me for this game. That's for sure. God damn, man. God damn it. Oh. I'm gonna have to drop like $150 today on Street Fighter 6. I am. Damn it. All right, anyway. Let's continue. I received a $1.20 tip. What do you think of the term whale? The term whale has been used for ages and ages and ages. On gaming in general. Actually, it used to be PC gaming. Because before mobile games became huge, okay, you could whale out on a PC game. PC games used to have microtransactions and things that you could pay to win, right? For sure. In fact, if I remember, the term might have originated around MMOs because people who were whales would go online and buy currency and buy crafting items and things from people who would mine them or sell them online after mass producing them. So all of a sudden you'd have someone who just started in an MMO and they're rich as hell in the MMO. It's like, how are you rich? You just started playing because they whaled out. They went and they bought all that shit outside of the game, you know, on some illicit backroads marketplace where you're not supposed to get it. But anyway, today, the term whale is essentially meant anyone who throws a bunch of money at something and becomes a big supporter or financer of it. You could argue a game like Call of Duty with its microtransactions, or GTA Online with its microtransactions. You could be a whale in those. You could be a whale in a mobile game where you constantly throw money at the game to get every item and every character and every upgrade. You could be a whale of someone who's a live streamer because you throw them tons of support or whatever. So is it meant to be derogatory? Yeah, but it's certainly not like for example, it's not as insulting as the word dent that we used earlier. It's not insinuating that you're mentally ill or have a mental incapacitation. It just means that you just love throwing money at something. Okay? Okay. Oh, let's see. I received a $1 tip. And it's a troll. So I just ignore that. I received another $1.50 tip. From Lady Charisma, I want to help you with your PC setup. You could use a site called Ninite. It lets you install many apps at one click, like Steam, OBS, Chrome, etc. I don't know if PayPal blocks links, but I can send it via email or something. I don't need to install too much on here. I gotta get a browser, so I'll get a browser. I know it comes with the stupid default Microsoft browser. I'll just jump right on there. I'll get Chrome. Okay, so I'll have my browser right away, and I gotta get Steam, and I guess I should get this NVIDIA experience app thing that's going to update all my NVIDIA drivers or whatever it is. I should get that, right? But outside of that, I don't need anything else. This thing is literally only going to be used for gaming. That's it. This is not going to capture. This is not going to stream. This is not going to be used for, and it's just to run video games. Essentially, it's the replacement for everything that's sitting on my entertainment center right now that can be replaced by this thing. That's what it's for, okay? So I don't think I need a third-party suite thing in order to do. That's true too. Someone said Xbox app. I probably will get the Xbox app because eventually there's going to be certain games that are going to be on Game Pass that I'm going to want. Like the Black Ops 6 beta will be on the Xbox app early for Game Pass Ultimate subscribers like me. So I would get the Xbox app to do that for sure. But I think I'm fine. I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I appreciate the effort to want to help, but I think it will be okay. I don't think it's going to be that big of an arduous task. Excuse me, that's absolutely disgusting. I'm sorry I belched uncontrollably. I know that's revolting. I received a $14 tip from Darren. Congrats on this PC. I got a beast of a gaming PC myself. It's a lot of money up front, but the gaming experience is worth it. The Steam sales are always better than the stuff on console. I'm sure that getting Street Fighter 6 on PC will be cheaper than if I bought it on console a third time. Right? Like, how much is it on there? Like 20 bucks, 10, 15 bucks? Watch, you guys are gonna say it's 60, aren't you? I hope it's not fucking 60 bucks, dude. Seriously, I hope it's not $60. I'm gonna get very upset. I don't want to get upset because I was in a good mood. Please don't tell me it's $60 on Steam. Please don't tell me that. If it is $60 on Steam, still don't tell me that. I don't want to know. I really don't want to know. Okay. Thank you, Darren. With that, we'll have a hat. The thing is, obviously when I'm playing fighting games, I don't want to have too intrusive of a hat. So I guess I have to figure out how I want to do this. Like what hats should we have available for today? It's no! It's $60. It's $60 on Steam. Jasper Kitty, come up here and cheer me up. Come up here, buddy. Here we go. Oh. Cheer me up, buddy. $60 for Street Fighter 6 on Steam, and then I have to buy the Season 2 expansion as well. And then I don't have the music. All the music that I set up on PS5, I'm not going to have. No. No. Jasper. Jasper Kitty. Jasper Kitty. Oh, Jasper Kitty. No. No. And I'm not going to have the, you know, skins either. I'm only going to have the skins that were, oh, I guess whatever come with whatever. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Jasper. Jasper Kitty. We're not going to have the skins. We're not going to have the music. Give me your tail. Anyway. Right. I don't want to do the Ryu headband. We just did the Ryu headband, so I don't want to do that. We could do the bison hat. We could do a cowboy hat. I gotta do a pull for a hat. Okay, there you go. Andre the DJ says, for 37 months as a member, by the way, thank you. As sung by Bobby McFerrin, Don't Worry, Be Happy. That's right. Don't worry about the nickel and dime. Capcom wants you to waste your time, so don't worry. Be happy. Switching platforms number 3. Only cost you $60 fee. Don't worry. Oh, be happy. Oh my god. I should mod the game and use the Kermit the Frog skin. There you go. That's what I should do. You're right. I should use Kermit in the game, because now PC you can mod the game, right? You can mod the game with all different skins and shit. That is true. I totally forgot that you can mod the game and have skins and stuff on the PC version. Now we're gonna have crazy shit. Someone has to make an M Bison mod that looks like me. Actually me. But it's M Bison, but it's Phil. Now that would be amazing. That would be so good. All right. Don't worry. I'll be happy. All right, I have some shout outs to do, but they're kind of hard to do with Jasper on my lap. Sorry, buddy. I got to put you down now. Okay. So, Ghost of J, 38 months as a member, says, can you relearn Aki on Street Fighter 6? I don't know if I want to. Right now, I think I want to focus on the characters I've been playing, notably notably Honda, Dalsim, Blanca, and Bison. I think those are my big 4 that I want to focus on and get better with. I do need to reduce the number of characters I'm trying to learn, not increase. Excuse me. Ugh. Okay. Let's see. Stara did a super chat. Will tomorrow with Kino Casino be talking about drama and bullying those down on their luck, or will you be a variety stream with other topics? I don't run the show, Sarah. Not my show, it's theirs. So I'm sure we're going to be doing whatever they want to do. You know, I'll comment on stuff, but you know me, I'm not a mean person. I'm not going to sit there and be super duper nasty to people I don't know. That's not me. But if they want me to comment on things that are going on with people who I'm involved with and stuff, you know what I mean? That'll be different. We'll have to see. I don't know. I'm not on the show, right? Blackjack Yak became a member today. Thank you, Blackjack Yak, for the membership. Bloom Kit with a super chat. Add me on Steam. I can gift you games if you want. I wouldn't have any idea how to do that. I mean, I really have no clue how you could add someone on Steam. I'm sure I have 5,000 people who have, you know, sent me invites over the years up to my Steam. I have everything turned off on purpose so that way I don't get bombarded with messages. So I don't really know, you know, how to handle that. You could easily send me a code, I believe, right? Isn't that how it works? Like you can send a code, a Steam code, and I can just enter it and get a game. You can do it that way if you were interested. Andre the DJ, 37 months as a member, a song by Bob. Oh, I already read that. Don't worry, be happy. And then Mighty Mike did a super chat. I'm ready to switch to PC. All the games are there. All right, Mighty Mike. Well, I don't know what the heck you're talking about. You're going to switch to PC? I'm not sure what he means, but thank you for the super chat. Okay. Let's see here. Lady Charisma says, if I do Fallout 3 in the future, would it be a modded run? Because it'll just make it like a new game. I mean, maybe, yeah. I mean, now, this is what I mean. Like, now I have all these new possibilities, correct? I do. Now that I'm going to have a gaming PC, a whole new world is open as a possibility to me. And that's a neat thing, to have that thing. Now we have dead time. We don't only have to look at mainstream releases. We can look at all kinds of shit that's going on the world of PC. That's an excellent thing. I'm very excited to start jumping into that stuff, right? How can you send a game code? Email me, darksidephil@hotmail.com. Shoot me an email. And if you do it, let me know here in the chat, because sometimes it goes to my spam folder, because I get an insane amount of spam emails. And sometimes that happens where people will be sending me a legit message, and, you know, it just hits the spam, and then I never see it. So be sure to let me know, okay? Excuse me. Okay. I received a $1 tip. Anyway, just an idiot insulting me. So I'm not going to read it any further. Spawn Killer just did a super chat and says, are you going to use the PS5 again ever? Oh, yeah, I'm sure there's going to be stuff that's PS5 exclusive that I'm going to need it for. I'm sure that there's going to be things that there'll be reports that for some reason it's running better on PS5 at launch than on PC. I mean, absolutely. To have that flexibility is tremendous. I'm going to have the best of all worlds, right? I will have the option to either play the most high-end version on PC, or if the case is not working right, I can play it on PS5. So that's great, right? To have that flexibility. Sure. You know what the other thing is? I just realized I can cancel my PS Plus subscription. I don't need it. Yeah, I can actually cancel it out because I don't need it anymore. As of today, I'm going to have free online play in Street Fighter 6. I don't have to pay for it anymore. And what else do I use? I don't play anything else online on my PlayStation, right? Like, not right now. I just finished the Marvel Rivals beta. And likely, if I get that, I'm going to play it on PC, right? So, you know what? I got to figure out how to cancel that right now, because I don't want to pay for another week of it, or another month. It's actually going to renew very soon. How would I find that? Do I have to go to PlayStation.com, or... I have the PlayStation app, but I don't think you do it through there. PlayStation Network. PSN service. Yeah, how do I cancel PlayStation Plus? Anyone know that? How the hell do I do that? I literally want to do it right now. Like, no lie, I just want to cancel it because I don't want to pay another $80. Here, I'm going to do it right now live on the stream. Screw this. I guess you log into PlayStation.com probably. See, let's do this right now. Mateo did a super chat. Mighty Mike, as sung by NSYNC. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you, Mateo, because remember, Mateo says he wants to stay the top super chatter. Thank you, Mateo. Okay. Here I am. I'm on PlayStation.com. Let me sign in. No auto renew for me. They raised their prices. Guess what? That means I don't continue. Yeah, I lucked out last year when I went from Xbox to PlayStation 5 to play Street Fighter. Check your mobile phone for a text message with a verification code. Okay. Got it. Okay. Enables confirms it's me. Yeah, but when I went from Xbox to PS5 version of Street Fighter last summer, I got a year of PS Plus. I locked it in at the lower price like 1 week before they raised the prices. I got so lucky. Okay, subscription management. Here it is. PlayStation Plus Essential. Next payment date today. Oh, change plan. Cancel subscription. Holy shit. Cancel now. I'm not using online multiplayer. Cancel subscription. Holy shit. Holy shit. It was going to renew today for $80. I made it by that much because it definitely would have charged me. Dude, what were the chances? What in the holy hell were the chances? So no more, yeah. It ends today and it says I will not be charged any further. Wow, did I look out? Wow, did I look out? Good stuff thinking that. Wow. I mean, I just literally thought of that last second. I just saved myself $80. Holy shit. Wow. Well, whoever hinted me in on that, thank you. Literally, it was 1 year ago today that I did it. So I won't need it. I don't need PlayStation Plus because, you know, I'm going to play Call of Duty on PC. I'm going to play Street Fighter on PC. Right? I'm going to play everything on PC. There you go. $80 saved and rescued. Thankfully. Oh. Cat hair all over my phone now. All right, good shit. Well, that was convenient. Let's continue. The Crunchiest Onion just did a super chat and says, no more waiting like 5 years ago for hot indie games to come to console anymore, like with Hades 1. Yeah, I can play everything day one, even early access in some cases. And Mighty Mike did another super chat and says, sorry, I ran out of room. I meant switching to PC instead of consoles because all games are on there. You talked about it yesterday without not needing the Xbox. I mean, pretty much correct. I would say, in a rare case, there may be an Xbox game that I want to play that's only on Xbox and not on PC at launch. And I have to figure out how I want to do my React show now. Because I could just run it out of a browser on this PC. Or I could keep the Xbox console around and run it from there. Or maybe I can even get the YouTube app on PlayStation. And I could just run it off of there, right? Because honestly, it has been convenient to run it off the app. However, the app doesn't have true random play. And a browser does. So I'm not sure. I'll think about it because, you know, obviously we got a React show coming up next week. I'll have to see what I want to do. Maybe I'll give it a shot and I'll try it on the new PC, the React show for once, and see how it works and see if it runs smoothly. And if it doesn't, then we'll go back. I don't know. Okay. Captain DCW, thank you for 38 months of support as a super member. I really appreciate that. All right. Kermit Sith Lord says, "Hey, think you could buy Street Fighter 6 a fourth time with all the money you just saved by canceling PSN." Yes, dude. What were the chances? What were the chances that a new gaming PC is going to arrive on the day that my PS Plus expires? So I will get my final use of PS Plus right now when we jump online and we play Street Fighter 6, because it says I have it through today and it expires today. So I'll be able to play Street Fighter 6 for the last time on PlayStation Now, and then we're going to switch over to the PC. Wow. Dude, I have never even thought about that. I never even thought about that. That I'm going to be free from having to do these online service payments. I won't need it. Yeah, that's amazing. Online play is free. And it should have been from day one. Yeah, but Gibbons International, it's an annual membership. He says, I thought you have your monthly bills written down so you can track them. I don't pay monthly, I pay annually. I got a good discount last year. I want to say it was like $50, and I paid for the whole year of PS Plus, and then they increased the price. Now it's $80 a year. So I got in at the cheaper price last year. That's true. Bill Williams says now you can save money and switch to Xbox Game Pass PC only. Well, hold on. If I do that, then I can't use anything on my Xbox, right? Like, I won't be able to do anything online because it's going to cancel the Xbox Live online online system, correct? Am I right there? I'd have to be absolutely sure I don't need anything online on my Xbox. Anyway, Bloomkid did a super chat, says smash the Xbox when the PC arrives. No, I'm not an idiot. And Mateo the God did another super chat and says, I want to see you out that door, baby. Bye, bye, bye. There you go. And now Mateo is again the latest super chatter. Thank you, Mateo. I'm on Game Pass Ultimate. That's what I have now, is I have Game Pass Ultimate. But I think, am I going to need all the features of Game Pass Ultimate now that I'm not going to pretty much be using the Xbox? I don't know. Andre the DJ says, I have not bought any new consoles, but hearing about the need for subscribing for online play, maybe it's cheaper to do PC gaming, even though its upfront cost is higher. I don't know about that. I really don't know about that. You know, basically you get annual memberships of each of these things for like $80 or whatever. So you're talking $200 a year versus, you know, thousands and thousands of dollars for the PC. I don't know. But I'm going to save on PlayStation Network right now, that's for sure. PS Plus just got canceled. Man, I can't believe it was today. I can't believe I lucked out in that regard, man. That's nuts. Jared, thank you for your membership. I appreciate that. Bloomkid did a super chat. Come on. A console destruction stream would be fun. No, it would not. Like I said, what I might do, I might give it to my wife and swap and have the Series S as a backup console in case I do need it for anything in the future. But the thing is, would anything work? Like, if I don't have Game Pass Ultimate, if I downgrade to Game Pass PC version, then I won't have online on my Xbox at all, in which case it's brick. What's the point, right? And the thing is, eventually I do want to play certain games on there. Like, I want to play Lost Odyssey. I want to play, other, you know, some things from the past that I've been waiting to play. So I might just keep the Ultimate. Excuse me. I will say hello to Cat for you, Jade, but Jasper's here. You can say hi to him yourself. Been around. I received a $1 tip. Oh, let's see here. Listen to this. You don't need a new PC. Your mini PC is fine. Sell your new PC, bank the cash, and pay some bills with the money. You want me to take the PC that was purchased and sent to me by a fan, and you want me to sell it. Really? That's what you think would be the right thing to do here? You think that would be morally correct to do? Someone out of the kindness of their heart says, I want you to improve your setup. I know you've been trying for years. You haven't had it come together. I want to do it for you. Here it is. Thanks. I'll sell it now and go spend the money on stuff. Maybe someone else would do that. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think that would be kind of messed up. Don't you know? I don't think so. Yeesh. Anyway, so Bloomkit is the latest super chatter. No, never mind. The Apple Goblin just did a super chat and says, get the cranium empty. Get those cranium empty camis for me. Yes. Empty cranium cami. That should be a new meme. Empty cranium cami play. Do the pattern all night and day. Never learn the footsie games. Just do the same shit over and over because your cranium's empty. There you go. Amazing. Make that into a real song. Ooh. Brainless Cammy is coming to Street Fighter. Let's make a bunch of music remixes about it. Oh my god. No, let's not. This is ridiculous. You guys are out of control today. You guys are seriously out of control today. Very well, the Street Fighter gameplay may be the same on PC. I've literally not had a bad experience on PlayStation 5 since I reduced the input lag and I'm using the, the 120 hertz and everything. I haven't had a problem. It's been fine. It's the game that I have issue with. I'm not getting monstrous input delay. I am getting some input drops. I don't know if I'll have less input drops on PC. We'll find out. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. We'll find out. But the lag issue was solved. The whole issue of me pushing a button is delayed. That was solved. I can actually react to shit for the most part, When will the new PC come? When the Amazon driver drives to the front gate of my private community, all right, enters the code to open the gate, drives to the back of the facility to where I live, parks in front of my house, opens the back of the truck, uses the handcart to take the PC off of the back of the truck, pushes it up to the front of my house, up the 2 stairs, puts the PC off of the handcart onto the front stair, rings the doorbell, and waits for me to go down to sign it. That's when the PC will arrive. How do I look like this as a grown man? Listen, you wish you had my level of razz and swag, all right? You do. You wish that you could appear on a live stream looking like this, sounding like this, acting like this. Instead, you're stuck there behind your computer or your mobile device, lonely, smelling. I bet if you were to raise your arm like this and you were to smell, I bet that you're soiled. You probably have, a little bit going downstairs there, right? I bet you probably have like something stale of a food item in your room with you, right? Permeating, correct? I mean, come on, be honest. Right? Yes, I know I owe you guys a hat. We'll figure it out. What hat should we do? A stale Pop-Tart. Yeah. Oh, he's got a half-eaten Pop-Tart sitting on the desk. Crusty, covered in mold. Been sitting there for a week. I take that back because Pop-Tarts would never get mold because they're just like McDonald's food, right? All right. So what kind of hat? I don't know. We got to figure out what hat is not going to be intrusive to me playing Street Fighter. I'm not picking Bison for this stream, so I don't think that we should do the Bison hat. We should save it, because I'll be playing Street Fighter tonight and tomorrow as well. Cowboy. All right, we can put Cowboy in the mix. See here. The beret. Here we go. The beret is probably a comfy hat. Hold on. We can do the fedora, maybe. The fedora. There you go. There we are. Cool. So, I do appreciate there's some people who've been saying all day, you can buy Street Fighter 6 on some third-party website and they'll send you a code that will work on Steam. Yeah, but is it instant? Like, if I go to the website right now and I drop the money, do I get it now? Or is it where they have to wait, they have to get the code, and you get it? I need it today. I need it right away. I need it to install immediately so I can play it. I can't be dicking around waiting for a code to come. Screw that. Screw it. There's been no update whatsoever on the delivery. I've checked in the entire stream and there's been nothing. It's just the same status out for delivery. So it looks like we will definitely be playing some Street Fighter 6 final stream ever on PS5 because I canceled PlayStation Network. So it's definitely the final stream on PS5. BB Phil just did €5 super chat. I thought your haters say you spend all your money on mobile games. So how could you have any money to be rich at the same time and buy all this stuff? Yeah, we already talked about that. We talked about that earlier on the stream. Their narrative doesn't work unless you constantly change the narrative to fit whatever their new thing is they want to say about me today. Their narratives contradict their own narratives. They do. They don't make sense, you know? And everything they've ever said is based on circumstantial evidence that's never been proven to be true. Oh, well, we know it because of this Discord law. What Discord law? How can you prove it's real? Oh, well, we ran it through an AI checker, and it sounds like it's Phil talking. What? That's not evidence of anything, you incredible idiot. It is not evidence of anything. Oh, look, we have all this. It's bank leaks. Can you prove that those are my bank leaks? Well, no, but it kind of sounds like stuff that Phil might have bought. That's not evidence. That's you made shit up over and over and over. Your narrative never was true. You never, ever had any evidence of anything. You're fucking full of shit. You don't, but people want to believe it. So they believe it. Onyx Gaming did a super chat. Street Fighter 6 Ultimate is $46 on GMG. I think it's Green Man Gaming. Standard Edition is $25. Yeah, but again, is that something if I go there and I buy it, right? Which I hope I could use like PayPal or whatever. I go and I buy it there. Do I get the code right now? Will I immediately get it and be able to enter it on Steam and get the game? Or is it something where I do it and you gotta wait? You might get it, you might not. Oh, it might take a day. I can't wait. I need to play it right now, right away. I don't know. I just don't trust it. I don't trust it. Yeah, I definitely didn't want to wear the Pikachu hat playing Street Fighter, Jade. You know how heated I get playing Street Fighter. That was probably not going to be a good option. Green Man Gaming is as soon as payment is approved. G2A is a scam website. I don't know what G2A is. Never even heard of it. Green Man Gaming. Let me take a look. How green is this man? Is it the Jolly Green Giant? Green Man Gaming. Here it is. Street Fighter 6. For some reason, I'm in all caps. I don't know what's going on there. Street Fighter 6. Ultimate Edition is $46.73. Steam. And then it has DLCs. Oh, let's see. It even has the DLCs on discount? It does. Oh, wait a minute. Even the DLCs are discounted. Not by a ton, but... So... Yeah, so it's only $9 extra, and you get the Season 1... It's Ultimate Edition, so you get all the Season 1 characters. So I should probably get Street Fighter 6 Ultimate Edition, and then I should get the Year 2 Ultimate Pass, right? And that'll give me probably a lot of credits to get all the music I want in the game. Yeah. Or at least a lot of the music I'll be able to get. Probably not all, but I'll be able to get a lot of it. So between those two, it's going to be like $90. Oh, God. $46.73 plus $44.99 and then tax. Ugh. For a fucking game I already bought twice. God damn it, man. For a fucking game I already bought twice, I got to spend another $100. This is a bunch of stinky do. Okay, it looks like there's been an update. There's been an update on the delivery of the PC. Arriving today, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. So it's coming this afternoon. In the next couple of hours. Okay. The next couple of hours, supposedly it'll be here. Not guaranteed, though, just to warn you. It said stuff like that about the Victrix and never showed up. So they could be full of crap. It might not actually show up. Another $100. Come on. I received a $1.20 tip. Is there where you can wear 2 hats for a bigger goal? No. No. I'm not wearing 2 vests, and I'm not wearing 2 hats. 1 hat is enough, trust me. Okay. Thanks for the $1 tip. So basically, I buy Street Fighter 6, I completely negate all my income from today. Great. Great. No. Now, what happens if I buy it now? The PC shows up and it doesn't work. Bricked. So now I spend $100 and I can't play it and I can't refund it because I bought it through Green Man Gaming instead of Steam, so I can't even refund it. Right? You guys are voting for Cowboy Hat? All right. Yeah, I should. I'm going to wait. I'm not going to buy it now only because I want to be sure I'm going to use it right away. Just drop $100 like this for something I already own twice. I want to be sure everything's good. You know, I want to be sure everything's working. Why would the PC not work? It could be damaged in transit. It could be cables got screwed up. Who knows? I got to be sure it works. Yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait. I'm not gonna buy it now. But at least thank you for telling me about this Green Man Gaming. That's cheaper than Steam, right? I at least save like 20, 30 bucks off of that site. Okay. No, there's no such thing as cross-platform in Street Fighter 6. You literally have to buy it again for each platform you play it on. Even though I own it on Xbox, that doesn't carry over to PC. Yeah, it's completely different. And the rankings are completely different. I actually have to start over from scratch with my rankings for each character. As dumb as that sounds. All right. Well, guys, I think it's time to end the podcast. We went long, rightly so. We had a lot to talk about. And I think we'll get set up to do our final ever session of Street Fighter 6 on PlayStation 5. And we'll go from there. All right. By the way, I just received a $50 tip from an anonymous tipper. I don't even know who this is. There's no name attached. $50 from an anonymous tipper. If you're wondering why my face is changing color, it's because the sun is getting really bright outside right now. Well, thank you. Whoever that was, thank you. That makes me feel a little better about spending $100 on Street Fighter 6 again. Jeez, I can't do it again. I have to do it again. Again, I have to do this. That's insane. And Random Box just did a super chat and says, hello to baby Manny, my son. Well, there you go. Random Box, thank you for the support, and hello to your baby Manny. Cool. All right. I think it's time to end the show. All right. Tomorrow, when we come back, I'll give you the skinny. What happened? How it arrived? Did it work? How'd the Street Fighter go? Tomorrow should be a fun show. Everyone, thank you so very much. I hope you enjoyed the Level 1 podcast for today. I will see you soon.